been a really long time since I did a food haul video, and I'm not doing very big food hauls anymore because I'm trying to really eat out the things that are in my freezer, but I did buy a whole bunch of things today and I figured I would share the items with you. It's kind of surprising to see how much prices have increased, but you gotta eat. So I'm gonna share my food haul with you and I'm going to tell you how much I paid for each of the items. I purchased these from Costco and from Aldi. Okay, I'm gonna be kind of all over the place, but I try to separate my Costco from my Aldi purchases. So I'm gonna give you the prices on all of these. The first is bananas. There were about 2 pounds of bananas for 86 cents, which I think is a really good price. Honestly, I really appreciate that Aldi's prices are still very reasonable, even though things have gone up in price. I feel like they've done a good job of keeping their prices relatively low compared to other places. The next is just a container of chili powder. I actually broke my whole bottle of chili powder this morning. It was in a glass jar, so I picked up a new jar of chili powder, and that was 79 cents. The next is graham crackers. It's winter time and I live in an area that it does snow, so I'm a sucker for making s'mores when it's snowing. So I did buy a box of graham crackers, and those were $1.89. The next is these tuna steaks. A co-worker of mine recommended these. She said that she really likes them and that they're wild caught. So they're not farm raised, they're wild caught ones. And these were $4.55, and there's 3 of them in here. I made these for the first time this past week, and my son really liked them, so I bought another pack of them just to keep in my freezer. I like to have like a stash of different meat. I don't necessarily plan my meals out, but I do try to make sure that I have like a bunch of different proteins and then a bunch of vegetables so I can throw together a meal, because I'm not very good at meal planning, even though I try. The next is this marshmallows. Obviously, if you're going to make s'mores, you need marshmallows. And these were 89 cents for this big bag. And then a pack of Munster cheese. This is actually for my dog. My dog takes medicine and I have to disguise the medicine somehow. So this cheese is really soft and I can easily wrap it around the pill, and then he takes it with no problem. So this is why I bought the Munster. Otherwise, you know, for grilled cheese or stuff, it's really helpful too. I'm also trying to slowly get back to when I was losing weight and doing a better job of what I was eating, watching what I was eating. And I was making smoothies for breakfast every morning, and I've just kind of really stopped doing that. And I'm trying to get back onto doing that, and I have a whole bunch of frozen fruit. Basically, anytime a fruit is going bad or getting too soft, I freeze it and just keep it for smoothies. And this was $2.19. Next is this pack of brioche buns. I love these buns. I actually really want to look up some recipe and try to learn making them. I have started making rolls. I found a good recipe for rolls, but brioche buns I've never tried, and I really like to use these for like when I make smash burgers, like hamburgers, you know, like they're really thin. I also make sloppy joes with it, and I can't think of any other thing, but this could be used for a lot of different reasons. So I like to have these, and we don't use a whole bunch of them. We're a small family, so we don't need like a ton of groceries, but these are really nice, and I like to keep them in the freezer. And then I did pick up some eggs, a dozen eggs. Oh, sorry, the brioche buns were $3.99, and then these eggs are $1.60 for a dozen eggs. We are not huge egg eaters. I'm actually considering getting chickens, and I go back and forth about it because we don't eat a lot of eggs. But I just like the idea of having chickens and not having to buy eggs, and especially that I could control what the chickens eat and all of that. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Now, the last item is a gallon of milk, and this was $2.55. So I only buy whole milk. And so we're moving on to the items that I purchased at Costco. This was some Frank's Red Hot sauce. It actually was, I'm not going to do the math for you, but it was $9.69 and it had $2 off. So $7.69 actually. Normally I buy like just regular generic hot sauce, but this was a really good price and I do prefer this. I'm going to be doing a video soon on a dip that I make usually for like as an appetizer, and I figured around the time of the Super Bowl that I would make a video on it. So this is going to be something I use for that. The next is these box of mixed nuts. At Christmas time, they had ones that were like a honey roasted nut mix, and they don't have that anymore, but they're still selling this mixed nuts container. And I did like these. These were $11.99 for these. The next is these organic sun-dried dates. I am actually planning on making something with the dates. It's something also that I used to make a long time ago when I was doing the almond milk milkshakes. Is I used to make these like date balls that are actually have like cocoa powder, coconut milk, some nuts, and then the dates, and basically without sugar, but it's still sweet and it actually tastes like chocolate since you put unsweetened cocoa in it. And these were a really good price. These were $6.89 for this 2-pound bag, and they feel really nice and soft. So I'm pretty excited to use these to make the date balls. And then I also did pick up a bottle of vitamin D. I am vitamin D deficient, and it was on sale, $10.99, and it was $2 or $3 off approximately. So that was a pretty good deal for that. And then I did pick up these honey barbecue boneless chicken bites. I always like to have some things in the freezer on days that I do not feel like cooking. This is part of the reason I said I try to keep a lot of, regular protein and some vegetables so I can quickly put together a dinner. But every once in a while, I don't want to put together a dinner, and I'm really trying to avoid eating out because sometimes I just get lazy and want to eat out. But these were $10.89 at our Costco. They are actually on sale right now. And then the next is the sprouted rolled oats. I'm actually planning on making granola because my son really likes granola, and I've been purchasing it from Costco mostly for, I don't remember the size of the bag. I mean, this is like 5 pounds. So this is a nice size bag. And this was $6.99 on sale, and they're organic on top of that. But I really want to try to make my own granola. So if you have any good granola recipes, I would love if you would comment below and, attach the recipe. Otherwise, I'm going to I found a couple, so I'm going to try to make some, maybe small batches, and see which one he likes. And then I'm hoping to stop buying granola because I feel like I buy the small bag of granola. It can't be more than maybe 2 pounds, I would think. And it's around $9.59, almost $10 for a bag of granola. So I'm really trying to avoid buying that. And this is 5 pounds. So this is a really good deal for $6.99. The next is apples. We go through a lot of apples at our house. I eat an apple almost every day, and my son eats a couple apples every day. So this is, they're 4-pound bags, and these are called the Envy apples. I don't know where Costco gets these, but every time I go, they have an apple with a different name, things I've never even heard of. But I've eaten the Envy apple from Costco, and this was $5.89 for a 4-pound bag. So I bought 2 4-pound bags of these Envy apples just because I've had them, and I know that they're really good. The next is this Green Goddess salad mix. It's a pack of 2. And these were $6.99 for both packs because I think they're like they're really close to they're really close to their expiration date, but I'm fine with that. We will use them up this week, and they were $8.99 before for 2 of them, and so they were they were $8.99 I think for a pack of 2, so they were $6.99 for both, which, like I said, I think is a good deal for it. So I purchased these just to try. We've never tried this. We've tried the sweet kale salad, which I like, the Asian chopped salad I like, but I've never tried this one. So, and then I did pick up another box of apples, and these are apples I've never tried before. Like I said, I don't know where Costco gets these from, but this is called Wild Twist, and these were $5.99. So this is also a 4-pound box of apples, so they were $5.99. I think that's a relatively good price. And their apples always look so good. Now this one doesn't seem to have it, but a lot of times the apples have a sticker at Costco. They'll tell you when it was picked. So it's kind of nice that you can see the date that it was actually picked. The last item I have is these New York boneless steaks. I'm not a huge steak eater. I honestly don't even know if we're going to make them like steaks, or I'm going to end up just slicing them and make like pepper steak with it or something. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but I had bought a quarter cow probably like 2 years ago almost, and I've used up most of the cow now, so I am thinking about buying another quarter cow, but it is quite expensive to save up that large sum of money, so right now I'm still debating what to do about it. But in the meanwhile, I have been buying, like I said, a lot of different proteins, and I just keep them in my freezer, and so I just was adding to that because we don't have any steaks at all. And that was the last item. And as you can see, this was $22.07. All the other packs there had like 4 steaks. So they were like $40 or $39. And I saw this one, it was a pack of 2. And for, like I said, a small family, this was more than enough for us. So I was really happy, and I grabbed this one. Otherwise, at Costco, everything is in large packages. I hope you enjoyed my grocery haul. I am located on the eastern side of the United States, the northeastern side of the United States, so I hope you got an idea of what things are costing in my area and got an idea of what I use some of these items for. If you liked my video, I ask that you please click the like button and subscribe to my channel and help me grow my small channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.